Good afternoon. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude to Team Hitcon to giving me this opportunity. Respected seniors and friends, I am going to talk on the topic creative use of social media for doctors. So to begin with, what is social media? And before that, I would like to have disclaimer, as usual, there is no competing or commercial interest. I am not the technology expert, but the knowledge I have gained from my experience and experience of my friends, discussion with friends, and of course, the internet-based Google Guru and other applications and other medias have taught me, trained me, and I'm sharing my experience by this talk. Secondly, the illustrations given are for better understanding, and there is no recommendation or endorsement of any company, hospital, product, or a person. It is a computer-based technology, allows us sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information through virtual networks and communities. They allow us to share our contents like personal information in form of documents, videos, photos, and lot more. People use social media to stay in touch with nears and dear ones. So let's look at the statistics of social media in India in 2022. As we all know, India is fastest growing economies on the planet Earth, a fertile ground for social media marketers, and not only social media marketers, but all marketers across the world. And average Indian spends 2.36 hours on social media daily. A number of internet users in India has grown to 65.8 crores. It is roughly 47% of the total population. Nowadays, social media has become one of the most essential part of our daily life. So above number gives us clear picture about the importance and influence of social media in lives of common men of India and especially professionals like us. So total population is 140 crores and active social media users are 46.7 crores and number of internet users are 65.8 crores and number of mobile internet users is 60.1 crore. So at present, we can see that various platforms are there as social media, and we can see that almost every individual has access to at least one or more social media. These are the statistics. And based on the user wise, this is the numbers given. And what is the third one? Any clue? WhatsApp is technically messenger and not social media. And definitely important WhatsApp because it is bridging between social media, and YouTube is the third one. So I have categorized that social media according to their principal functionalities. Based on social networking, very important are FB, Twitter, and LinkedIn. For photo sharing, Instagram and Pinterest. For video sharing, YouTube and Vimeo. Interactive media like Quora, that is based on question and answer, very important for professionals. Snapchat and TikTok for younger generation. And for blogging and community building, Tumblr and Reddit. So this is the classification based on principal functionalities. Now we start with how can doctors use social media creatively, and I have devised in three segments. That is, first is self-development, second is professional development, that is marketing, enhancing the practice, increasing numbers of patients, etc. And third one is helping community for social cause. So let's look at the first phase or first part of the first domain of the usage of social media by us doctors, that is use for self-development in form of acquiring and sharing knowledge. It is one of the, they are the one of best media across world, and it makes learning easier by connecting educators or experts all over the world with the learners. They help in improving skills also, and flexibility in learning and learners and educators, and they can connect at their own pace of time in across world in a different geographic area. For personal development, social media helps to maintain relationships, and we know these days family members are staying in abroad, especially our next generation, for further studies and their development. But social media has reduced that distance by connecting, we can connect them daily. Psychologists have pointed out that meeting and greeting people and connecting with dear ones is one of the key to happiness. And connecting with colleagues, mentors, and to build an online group or community is one more advantage of social media for our personal growth or development. It also widens our horizon of thinking. And it is a powerful tool, and it becomes a vehicle to express our thoughts, words, and actions. Because of its easier access to resources, tutorials, and experts in any field, and also it provides us research and analytics done by experts in our field. Dr. Naveen Thakur, our pediatrician from Gandhidham, has become president of IAP India and going to be president of International Pediatric Association, gaining appreciation which fuels enthusiasm. When people find your post or content unique and meaningful and valuable, they appreciate, and which fuels energy. Also developing hobbies by social media in form of fitness, yoga, making up, or cookery shows. Also, it makes us aware about what is happening around and keeping us updated about the information happening around the world. Important thing is feedback. We get on social media both reviews, positive and negative, and if we take them constructively, you can take us to next level. It increases our recognition, and recognition is necessary for human beings, as previous speaker has endorsed nicely with the Maslow's hierarchy chart. And it helps us grow with assurance, confidence, and many more personality traits. It impacts our IQ, SQ, and EQ. Intelligent quotient, everyone is aware, so we are not going in detail about it. Emotional quotient, although we are aware, is our ability to maintain peace with others, especially near one and dear ones, responsibly, be honest, respect boundaries, and be humble and genuine. So that comes under the emotional quotient, which is boosted by proper use of social media. And the social quotient, it is a measure of our ability to build a network of friends and maintain it over a long period of time. And fourth quotient, the new kid on the block is knocking the door, that is I have not included in the presentation, is adversity quotient. We'll talk, or the psychiatrist may talk on this. Regarding professional development and marketing, that is the second domain and very interesting for all of us, because as doctor, we always think to get more and more patients and more satisfied patients from our services. So growing professionally, we can easily access to many tutorials, mentor speeches, research papers, etc. Professional marketing to enhance footfalls in our premises. With a population of 140 crores of people, India is the second most populous country in all over the world, fastest growing economies as we have discussed. In other words, it is fertile ground, and that is why social media becomes very important to have marketing on each of our premises or our hospitals or our healthcare setups.
So last 5 minutes.
Sure. Growing number of patients because of the large populous country. So to get in touch such patient or such community or such crowd or presence is essential to have on social media. So anyone will search your name on net, at least some famous social media sites should provide our primary information. I cited my example that My name is present in more than 35 sites. I am a moderate liner user, not aggressive user of social media. Although this has happened because I am present in main social media platforms like FB, Google, and Insta. And as per Indian surveys, remarkable portion of healthcare customers are influenced by social media while using right choice about their doctors. What patient search? For that, we have to be patient and search like patient. Previous patients' reviews, ratings, and feedback. Before selecting hospital or doctor, they search these things. And such reviews guide them to visit hospitals. Second is testimonials by success stories. So patient stories about their success experience of that hospital or healthcare setup help people to divert towards that healthcare facility. Thirdly, campaigns, awareness, and new schemes. It may direct introducing new schemes, services, etc., and giving awareness of giving proper information. The important or advantage of using social media in healthcare marketing is real-time connection with patients. Patients know about hospitals, doctors, etc. Secondly, there are no mediators or intermediate agents, and it is the platform to connect directly between a patient and doctor. Also, time saving for both the parties, doctor and patients, and information reached to right user at right time because of targeted audience. Third domain of creative use of social media by doctor is helping community. Social media users have the power to choose to take actions and do good, and that generate a positive vibes, positive outcome in the lives of others. And by harnessing our collective use of social media to do good of society, together we can change the world. Building social media community and support groups who are engaged in social services like this to build community or to be part of such communities. Secondly, we can inspire others by caring the community. And by caring community, we can set example for others to utilize their resources for community programs. Third one is raising awareness. The first speaker is Dr. Maulik Shah, one of the friend pediatrician from Jamnagar, very famous by Gujmom show. He has done tremendous work during Corona for raising awareness. Second one is Dr. Shravan Bohra from Apollo Hospital, Ahmedabad, for his campaign for ulcerative colitis. Next is sharing community resources and mobilize resources like charitable institutes, helping hands, emergency contexts. And social media provide a place to meet people virtually when they can not connect offline. So now, how do I show my presence on social media? For beginners, there are so many social media platforms, but with less effort, we can show maximal presence. One example is Google services. You can start with any of the Google service, like account with Google Business, and then you can be easily accessed by other services of Google, like Google Search, YouTube, Google Map, etc. Similarly, there is another family of social media called Metaverse. Its components are Facebook and Insta, and they are both linked with messenger services of WhatsApp. So this is all about how can a doctor use social media. So through social media, we can have opportunity not only to make a difference locally, but to impact lives of people around the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rashmin, Cecil. This lecture is going to improve our creativity on social media for sure.